Just want to share a quick devotional thought from a book that I've shared with you from before. Normally, I'm doing these as Lindsay Burt from Behind the Wheel. Tonight, I come to you in my office, not behind a wheel, sitting on a stool here. Anyway, I want to read it. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 16. The Apostle Paul, writing to the church at Ephesus, says, "I have not stopped giving thanks for you, remembering you in my prayers," he said. The writer of this devotional says, "Amid a pile of post-Christmas mail, I discovered a treasure. It was a handmade Christmas card painted on repurposed cardstock. Simple watercolor strokes evoked the scene of wintry hills livened with evergreens. Centered at the bottom, framed by red berried holly, was this hand-printed message: Peace be with you." The artist was a prisoner, and he was a friend of mine. As I admired his handiwork, I realized I had not written him in 2 years. Long ago, another prisoner was neglected as he waited in prison. "Only Luke is with me," wrote the Apostle Paul to Timothy. "No one came to my support, but everyone deserted me." Yet Paul found encouragement even in prison, and he went on to write this: "The Lord stood at my side and he gave me strength." I think maybe that's a testimony that many of us would have this year, that we've been lonely. Maybe we felt deserted. We certainly have felt isolated from our family, maybe that live far away in another province, maybe in another city. Because of the restrictions of COVID, we have not been able to visit freely with our family. We have not been able to worship many times in our churches, and we can start feeling lonely or isolated or even deserted. But many of us have the testimony, even though we might have had those feelings, we also had the assurance that the Lord is with us. And we could say, as the Apostle Paul said, "I might have felt that way, but I knew that the Lord stood with me." The writer goes on to say this: "On the back of that wonderful Christmas card, my friend wrote, 'May the peace and joy and hope and love brought about through the birth of Jesus be with you and yours.' He signed it, 'Your brother in Christ.' I put the card on my wall as a reminder to pray for him. Then I wrote him." Then he gives a challenge. He says, why not this year think of someone that you can write and someone that you can pray for? Maybe it's somebody in a nursing home, a hospital, maybe even someone in prison. Maybe it's a family member, a brother or sister, maybe somebody you got cross with or crossways with over an issue. Could be a disagreement over COVID and all the rules. Why not sit down, take a few minutes, either write it on a note, a card, or digital message somehow, or even a phone call. Just say, "I'm touching base, just want to make sure you're okay," and maybe offer, "Is there anything that you would like me to pray for?" And I guarantee you it will be an encouragement in their day, and it will also be an encouragement to you, because you can't give without receiving. God bless you. Lindsay Burt here, not from behind the wheel, sitting on a stool here in my office. Have a fantastic rest of your day. God bless.